All right, y'all, let's go. It is Friday, June 23rd. It's been another hot, long week. Got my colors on today. We got to take care of the Gators. The best 2 out of 3, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for the national championship. Let's go Tigers. Let's get that out the way. Earlier this week, I got some disturbing news that a friend, a co-worker, if you will, in the wrestling business passed away. Over the last few years, we've lost a lot of guys that I first came into the business with a long time ago. Guys like Brad Armstrong, Bullet, Mountain Man, Big Richard. My first ever match I've ever had, Achy Breaky Kid, he passed away. Joey Barrett, and now I got word that Monday or Tuesday that Tony, the Extinguisher Sweat, passed away. Tony was one of the guys, I covered him already, told some stories about him, but it was short stories because it was in my top 5 that I wanted to go back and wrestle again to let them know that I fared out pretty well in the wrestling business. He was one of the guys, but I'm gonna go a little bit deeper into the stories. Tony was, my second match was a battle royal in Mississippi at the Gulf Coast Coliseum, and I had Half-Breed and Martinelli messing with me the whole ride up there, telling me all kinds of stuff just to get me nervous and scared and everything. And they were like, you know what, I'm telling you, you're gonna throw your own self over. They're just gonna grab you and throw you. Well, that was before they knew Tony Sweat was gonna grab me and throw me over. Now, I've described Tony before, and if you haven't seen my picture earlier this week on Facebook, Tony was probably about 6 foot, 6'1", but he was wide. Dude was jacked his whole wrestling career. He's one of the guys that were really underestimated. I firmly believe he could have gone WWE easily. He was ripped. He was jacked. He was big. And don't forget, at the time, I was 6'4", 350 pounds. When he grabbed me in this battle royal and he threw me over the top rope, he threw me over the top rope. Like, I ain't had a choice. I didn't take my own bump. The only thing I could do was grab onto the rope and hold on for dear life while I landed on top of Half-Breed screaming, oh shit. So yeah, that was my first experience with Tony inside the ring. Outside the ring, the man was cool as hell. Later on, a couple shows later, I got to wrestle as a tag. He was a tag team. I can't remember what they called themselves, but it was Tony and Chad Cheatham. And I want to say my tag partner was Joe Kane. I want to say it was him. I'm not sure. But like I said, it was like my 3rd or 4th match. And it was horrible. In my part, it was horrible. And, Chad was, those guys when they've been in the business for a long time and they work a green kid and the kid don't know what the fuck he's doing. That was me. I know they got aggravated. Very understandable why they got aggravated, because I had no clue what I was doing. And Tony pulled me on the side and was like, look, dude, you're going to get where you need to get. Just, calm down. You did okay. It is what it is. Sweep it under the rug. God, it was horrible. I was horrible. But anyway, so I remember that. And he was one of my top 5. I had a top 5, which was consisted of no particular order. It was Al Savage, Tony, Scott Armstrong, I think Steve Anthony, and it was somebody, I can't remember. I was a top 5, but I wanted to get back in the ring with, to ease my anxiety of, when I first got in the wrestling business, I got in the ring with you, and now I want to get in the wrestling ring with you and let you know that I'm doing pretty damn good now. Well, Tony was one of them. Later on down the line, a few years later, when Paul Bearer was, Paul Bearer's another one that passed away that were really good friends with me. before he passed away, he ran shows in Mobile, in the Mobile area. And I remember him booking me one night, and went up there, and he told me I had Tony Sweat that night. I was like, awesome. So as usual, Mr. Superstar was running late. And when Tony hit the door, I was like, look, dude, we work on each other. And he kind of gave me that look where it was like, shit, okay. He knew, he remembered, but I was like, it's not the same person, fella. So we talked over a few things. So we get out there, and I've been through this already with y'all. We get out there, and the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna lock up. He's gonna lock up, headlock, shoot. We're gonna shoulder tackle, but we both gonna, because we both big boys, we're gonna do the standing shoulder tackle, look at each other, and just going from there. So I hit him, when I hit you with a shoulder tackle or a clothesline or a forearm, or I lay him in. I come at you 100%. When I shoulder tackle you, I'm shoulder tackling you. When I clothesline you, I'm clotheslining you. When I throw a forearm to your back, I'm throwing my forearm to your back. Anyway, I hit him with the shoulder tackle. He went down like a ton of bricks. And I went, oh shit. He rolls out the ring. So I'm like, all right. So I'm facing the crowd. I'm flexing. I took him off his feet. I took Big Boy off his feet. That's your muscle-bound hometown hero. I'm going nuts with the fans. And I'm watching him climb up the ropes on the outside the ring. And the ref walked up to him. And I saw him look at the ref and say, I broke my leg. That was his, I broke my leg. I went, oh shit. Y'all remember the story I told y'all. I got scared to death. I just broke his leg. So I pull him into the ring. I'm a heel. So I grab him by his hair, pull him into the ring. I start choking. I'm like, boy, you okay? He's like, yeah, let's go. Let's keep going. I went, okay. So we went through the whole match. He finished with, I think, a big splash off the top rope. Beat me 1, 2, 3. We get in the back, and I basically have tears in my eyes because I think I just broke his leg off the shoulder tackle. And he walks through the door. I'm like, what the hell was that? He looks at me, he goes, bro, let me tell you something. First of all, you did a hell of a job. Boy, you took care of me out there. Awesome job. He grabbed me, hugged me, and I was like, don't hug me yet. What? He actually fractured something in his leg when he wrestled Road Dogg a couple of weeks before, and he never went and got it checked out. And it buckled on him when I hit him with the shoulder. So it wasn't me that broke his leg. He fractured something in his leg a couple of weeks before, and he didn't tell me. I was scared to death. So yeah, he put me over so big and told me how well I've improved and how good I was doing and everything. And he was one of them that I wanted to prove that I halfway knew what I was doing in this business, or looked like halfway that I knew what I was doing in this business. Anyway, another one was working for Paul Bearer again. Paul Bearer had, this is one of my favorite matches I've ever had. We had so much fun in this match. It's a blindfolded battle royal. 20 guys in a ring with a dark hood over their head battle royal where you can't see nothing. One of my favorite matches. We had so much fun for this match. It was hysterical. I was crying like a little, laughing like a little schoolgirl the whole time because we all dying. Well, of course, me being the bad guy, I could see a little bit. I'm not going to tell you how I saw, but I'm a bad guy. So I saw, here's Tony Sweat on his hands and knees crawling. Now, Tony used to love to chop people. Tony would chop the shit out of people. He loved it. So he got me a few times in our match that we had. So he's crawling on his hands and knees in front of me, and I saw the opportunity. I took it. So I could see that he's on his hands and knees, and I ran back and I chopped him right between shoulder blades on his back. He popped up like a fish out of water. Oh, who the was that? Closest person to me was Ricky Rocket. I grabbed Ricky Rocket, threw him into Tony Sweat. It was him. I think Tony chopped Ricky Rocket for 5 minutes straight in a corner. Just chopped the living bejesus out of Ricky Rocket. Ricky, if you watching this, it was me that did it. All these years, Tony didn't know who chopped him on his back. He thought it was Ricky Rocket. It was actually me. It was funny as hell, and it's been a secret for the longest, and I'm telling you right here, Ricky, it was me. I'm the one that chopped Tony Sweat on his back and threw you into him. You took those chops like a champ. But yeah, but that was Tony, man. Tony, man, he's definitely going to be, he's definitely going to be missed. Now, we used to hit up each other on Messenger every once in a while, but we kind of went our separate ways. He stopped wrestling in the business because he came up with some, I think he had some really bad heart problems, and shame on me for not keeping in touch with him to let him know that, you know, he's still loved by me. But I sent him the video, the last one I did of him. He loved it. And look, man, Tony, we 11 minutes and 30 seconds in. Thank you. If you can hear me wherever you are, Tony, thank you for what you did for me. Man, it was definitely a blast to be in a ring with you. And, man, I'm going to miss you. I mean, I'm going to miss... I miss this business to begin with because it's been my life. But Tony, you were one of the boys in my life that gave me the confidence to keep going. And thank you. So, man, what a loss. This business is losing. This business is losing some people, man, and that I came in this business with, and it's not sitting right with me at all. But look, it's the weekend. We're gonna go have fun. We're gonna go watch the LSU Tigers. Hopefully, beat the Florida Gators. And peace. Anybody on the road this weekend, be safe. Anybody in the ring this weekend, be safe. Blow the roof off the place. Do what you were trained to do. Let the fans know that they came there and spent their money wisely by coming to be entertained by y'all. Later.